was initially training. I was training kicks, low kicks, and then other stuff, training martial arts. And in this lifetime, I'm going to be training steel cap shoe fighting, cap shoe kicks, toe kicks with the steel caps. In the previous stream, I was using my training shoes, so I can train for steel cap shoe fighting without my steel cap shoes, but wear these sport shoes. But I like to train with the real thing. So in this lifetime, I'm going to be training steel cap shoe kicking. That's below my strength. I pray to God to get better at fighting. God is answered my prayers. As a young man, I became a Christian before I was 20 years old, and I started praying to God. And one of the first things I remember starting to pray to God about, I prayed to God to make me stronger and faster, help me get stronger and faster and better at fighting, and then help me to stay strong and fast. And I've stayed strong and fast. I still retain speed and strength. Then I got better at fighting. So thank God for that. God has helped me to. God has answered my prayers. I can't answer prayers. I pray to God. One of the first things I prayed to God about after becoming a Christian was I prayed He'd make me stronger and faster and better at fighting, and help me to stay strong and fast. I've been getting stronger and faster since stayed strong and fast. That is actually one of my most impressive abilities, my speed, okay, and my strength, punching power. Another glorifying God answer prayer report is shortly after getting saved, I went to a place called Hero City with my family, somebody's birthday, maybe my birthday, and went to an arcade hall. It was like a huge shopping center, arcade hall, where they had like a bowling hall, a food courts, a shopping mall in there, and like arcades. And I saw that they have one of these punching power machines that you punch and it gives you like how hard your punch was. And I prayed to God. I remember before this, I prayed to God to get stronger and faster and better at fighting and things like this. And I'm going to try this, and I prayed to God, God, I pray to help me win. I pray to help me to break the record. I pray to help me break the record of this punching power machine. And so I prayed to God, I'll break the record. Then in front of at least 2 witnesses, I broke the record. Right after praying to God, which is a type of Samson where I prayed to God and I was able to accomplish an extraordinary physical feat above what the average man can do. So I broke the record. I punched it. I think gave you 3 attempts. Then calculates your total score. It's like ding, 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 new record. So I got the record. So that's God giving punching power as far as I'm concerned. Where I was the hardest punch of all the men, possibly thousands of men that have tried the machine. Big guys, small guys, and understanding human psychology. So it's actually pure statistics, critical thinking, which is a fourth concept. So for a lot of people, I have to share the output of a critical thinking brain with other people because they won't arrive at these insights themselves. So I broke the record of a punching power machine after praying to God to break it, which means out of all the men that have tried this machine, I was the hardest puncher. Now, it's a big venue here in City. They have food courts, so there's going to be a lot of traffic, like hundreds of people in and out every day. There's going to be like guys, they go there like a group of guy friends. And so there's going to be like more than hundreds of people, I would guess, that have tried the machine, possibly thousands, just to how much traffic you see around this place on regular. And also, more likely it's martial arts would have tried it because you have all these people go there. So if it's like a group of guy friends just going to this place to like see the movies and eat, and then maybe go to a club, a bar or something like this. If like, hey Bob, you train boxing, why don't you try it? Understand? So it's more likely that somebody that trains martial arts is going to try this machine than somebody who doesn't. So out of all the men that try that machine, I'm not as other men are. What's the secret? See, it's Samson typified, where being able to, after praying to God for strength, being able to do an extraordinary physical feat, I'm not as other men are. See, I'm not as the other men or average guys. They couldn't punch this hard. And who am I, a Christian that prayed to God right before trying it and break the record? And I break the record. So out of all the guys that tried the machine, I broke the record in front of witnesses. Now this is not when I had like live streaming and phones and TikTok and shorts. I would have recorded if I did. But I had witnessed, my mother witnessed that. My 2 brothers and my ex-girlfriend was Chinese. They witnessed me break the record. Yeah, so Yeah, that's Samson typified. So the average Christian doesn't have the power of God in life. They don't have this like, I used to suffer from panic attacks and I didn't need big pharma drugs or therapy. I prayed to God and God has been with me, illuminated my mind to the truth. I can see the truth on how to improve. I cured myself of panic attacks after suffering for many years. See, more than a conqueror. I'm more than a conqueror. I can do all things. Mike, can you do Cairo? Yeah. Can you do martial arts? Yeah. Can you do cooking? Yeah. Can you do singing? Yeah. Can you do, understand? I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. So I broke the record of a punching power machine after praying to God to break it, which means out of all the men that tried it, I was the hardest puncher of them all. And right before I broke the record, I prayed to God to break the record. So I guess it's hard for other Christians to relate to that. They live weak, disempowered, average, mediocre lives, and they haven't, who by faith, being like a Christian like me, and people in the Bible, Hebrews 11, have accomplished like rare things, extraordinary things, by faith. See, praying to God about something. God, I pray you help me to be healed. I got panic, I suffered from panic attacks for many years. And it's like, pray to God, and I can make a truthful testimony. I cured myself of panic attacks and asthma attacks. I used to ride a vent line inhaler. Prayed to God. I figured out how to I killed myself with asthma attacks. Could stop filling my vent line inhaler. Stop using my asthma inhaler. So a heavy smoker, diagnosed with asthma bronchitis, prescribed an inhaler by the doctor. I just ate a lung test video, held my breath for 1 minute, 30 seconds. See? And the cardio is remarkable. So this is like, in the natural, it seems too good to be true. That's how you can, as a man of God, be. You can be extraordinary. God is not a God that makes Christians weaker. Okay, God is an abilifier, an enabler, where He takes some area where you're lacking, and and it doesn't have to be like, oh, I had to make myself bad. No, God can make it go from kind of good to like extraordinary. See, so to fill up that which is lacking. So God is all about showmanship and accomplishing great feats and having His power known in the world through human vessels, using human beings that are His children to accomplish things that make His power known. I'm not joking. I said so just because I've been with gaslighting and things like this. Just because I've been with gaslighting and things like this. I know when I make videos like this, share a testimony that I broke the record of punching power machine. The people are going to be that happy just making it up. And I have witnesses to it. So my mom saw it, my brothers, and my girlfriend. And maybe like one of the brothers will not look at, but I at least 2 witnesses, okay, to me breaking that machine. And because it's been so long ago, and I know that people are going to gaslight you, just make it up. I asked my mom if I could call her. But hey, Mom, I've been talking on YouTube about like, I prayed to God to break. It's like, am I just remembering? Am I misremembering, or could you verify if this happened or not? It's like, I have a memory that I broke the record of punch power machine when I went to Hero City. Did that happen or not? It's like, it's fine if you don't tell me what I wanted. Like, if it didn't happen, don't remember, tell me so. She goes, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. And she actually told me, I talked to one of your brothers one time, and one of them said they didn't remember it. See, so I got saved. I'm 36 today. I got saved before I was 20. And I think this might have been my 19th birthday or 18th birthday or something like this. I had some pictures from an old blog of the day with a timestamp on it. So it was 29th June or 28th. So either like the birthday or the day before or after. So it's like celebrating my birthday most likely. And we'll go to a place called Heron City in Sweden. I think it's in Kungens Kurva, the King's Corner. I'm not 100 that, but it's a Heron City was the venue's name. So it's like a major venue, and they have an arcade hall, huge arcade hall. Where it's like they have like the air hockey tables. It's like a big part of it's like a huge arcade hall where they have like rows of computers for online gaming. They have like Pac-Man, air hockey tables, like all that, like a, well, not a micro one, but like a bona fide real like arcade hall with all kinds of arcade. And they have a bowling hall, they have food courts, restaurants, and they have like tables in the middle. They have like Burger King, McDonald's, some Chinese food. So it's like a major venue. they have a shopping mall, and all kinds of stuff. So it's a major venue. People go there like an event center. People go there and they maybe go there to watch a movie and then they eat, and you can do some shopping too. And some people might go there to just play bowling and then eat or something like this. So it's like a major venue. And I got saved before I was 20 years old. And one of the first things I started praying about was, God, I pray help me get better, stronger, and faster, and better at fighting. So like as a young man, fresh baby in Christ, which much mean I was crying and sucking my thumb, it just means technically, if somebody got saved less than 3 years ago, most that they're gonna be a baby in Christ because they just got born. Okay, so somebody just got born, they're gonna be a baby. So it's not like an insult. Like somebody, if I win somebody to Christ, like my friend Edward P.F. is a Jew. I want him to the Lord. And I go, yeah, you're a baby in Christ. And it's like, that's not an insult, it just means that you just recently became a Christian, like entry level, beginner, rookie level Christian. Understand? So if you got born 1 year ago, then you're going to be a baby. See? And then you become a child, and then you become older. So I got saved when I was 20 years old. I stopped praying to God that one of the first things I started praying to God about, to my memory, is that He make me faster, stronger, harder, better, faster, better at fighting. And I was praying about that regularly. And God provided what I needed to be stronger. Okay. So it's like, here's another thing. People are blind. Where they have an all or nothing juvenile mentality, which is silent immaturity. Where it's like a lot of Christians think that if I go, God answer my prayers. It's like I pray to God to get cured of panic attacks and asthma attacks. I can report to you now I've been cured of them. And it's like, if I go, and then what happened after I prayed to God, I discovered this truth about vitamins. And I cut down on sugar. And I did this and that. Then it's not an answer to prayer because it's not magic. So it's like all this is like, and a lot of Christians are so foolish. It's like if they come down with a cold or have a head, all they do is like pray, God, I pray to help me with my cold. But they're not doing anything. They're just waiting for God to snap His fingers in heaven and remove the cold supernaturally. And it might be the God response to prayer by making your feet next to your face be like benefits of vitamins against the common cold or something like this. This study indicates that possibly vitamin C can help with the common cold or something like this. And it's like they just ignore it. But God put it in front of them and just didn't chase down the lines are going to everyone else. So God doesn't just act purely supernaturally. There can be some of that. God can work supernaturally. But in my experience with God and understanding His character through scriptures, this is through the physical. So the Jews, select Jews, who were the elect of God. And God wanted them to be healthy. Okay? He did just go, yeah, just live however. And then when you get sick, pray to me. He said, I got a parasitosis of things. I got pain in my stomach. I just prayed to God, and He snapped His fingers and He cured. Don't eat this. See? That's how God made sure that the Jews, their health problems, prevented and didn't put up. Don't eat this, do eat that. And that God is not a control freak. So the Leviticus 11 dietary, like that, how God told them to operate and eat and what not to eat. It's not just to feel control over them and get like that, they're submitting to me. No, it's because what the things, somebody understands how to fix it. His work to protect them from bacterial toxins, botulism, from viral infections, bacterial toxins, heavy metals, and things like this. So it's like his advice, like, it will reduce oxidative stress in the Jew's body if they follow God's advice. It will prevent bacterial toxins going to the body, making them super sick and dying. See? So anyway, when I've been praying to God, there's been some supernatural help, but it's gonna be God answer my prayers it's like, God, I pray help me be strong. Later on, I discover the truth about why a lot of men have low T. So it's like, if I pray to God as a man for physical strength, a big part of physical strength is testosterone levels, see? And God knows that. See? He made the body, so He knows what makes a man's body strong in the physical, see? So it's like, Mike wants to be strong, I want to be strong, so he needs to learn that this thing makes you weak, okay? And I understand. That's one of the first things that, after waking up from the Matrix, as it were, being a Christian, that it's like the Holy Spirit illumination started. Where I'd be like sitting around my house, I'd be using these countertop cleaners. And like, if I would have money, I would go buy some Axe body spray and spray on myself because I want to smell good and things like this. And one of the first things that happened after I became a Christian, I remember having a moment where like sitting down and like looking like in the kitchen or some kind of spray and be like, I just intuitively feel like this might be. I feel like, and for the first time ever, this something that smells good, I clean with. This is perfume. But it's like I have the experience, like maybe look at the shampoo bottle and be like, maybe this is bad for me. Like look at the ingredients, this could be bad. After I became a Christian, see. So, and here's the thing, I didn't take and run with it. And it's like now I'm like, don't use the toxic chemical clean products. But if I would have taken a run with it earlier, I would have been less damaged from multi-year. So God was already working inside of me to get me to see the truth. Anyway, I broke record on a punching power machine, and I had witnesses, and I prayed to God to get better at fighting, stronger, harder, better, faster, better at fighting. I've been getting better at fighting since then. And another thing as a prayer that I remember, and part of like my faith, strength to strength, is starting to pray to God after I became a Christian. And it felt like I was like had a new superpower because wow, I'm a Christian now. I can ask God about things and understanding His attributes is all powerful. So it'd be like excitement to be what can I pray about next and have God give me. Because it's like one time praying about something comes to pass, like why can't it pass? Understand? And that goes to faith even more. You pray about something else comes to pass, goes to faith even more. It's like experiential knowledge of knowing the Lord, have a relationship, ask you that for help or something, He comes through. So wow, you understand. It makes it more likely that this like as starting out be like get entrenched in the power of prayer, which is a fundamental of the Christian walk, and growing in faith. See? So one of the things, I grew up in a village, other than the years that I spent in foster care, with care like this, okay, he needs, with friends like this, with these enemies. So I grew up in foster care for a few years, and maybe I left my home at 12 or something like this, and I came home at 16 or 17. But other than that, I grew up in a village, in the countryside, and that's where I became a Christian, living still within my mother's house before moving out. And I got saved maybe 18, 19, okay, before 20 for sure. And I've been living in this village for many years. It's the same village that I went on a day trip to. It's quite far from where I live now, but my old stomping grounds. That's where I went. If you watch the YouTube streams, so I'm in a boat, some YouTube shorts, and I'm carrying a log and like grilling at that's the village I grew up in. So we went on like a family gathering, revisit or trip down memory lane, and I had like a day out. Okay, day only camping. The camping is like you bring a tent and sleep, but over the day. Okay, now so. That lake there, I lived in that village within 3 kilometers of the campsite, like where we grill and stuff like this in the lake. And I grew up there for many years. And I've been fishing that lake on and off, like over and over again. And I never caught anything. I mean, it'd be like I go with my friends, like village people, like my childhood friend's dad who's got a boat and likes to fish now and then. And sometimes I go with him and he's got like a boat and I'm fishing from a boat. Other times me and the kids we get like sticks with and like this with like a floater with worms on it or dough and sit at a trampoline and wait for fishes. And it was like near caught where you can feel something like nagging and you pull and there's nothing on it. Understand? So it's like that they laugh. They understand they laugh all the way to the back because they go and get the dough and you try and you don't get them. Understand? So it'd be like a rat that can get the cheese without having the trap hit on him. Understand? He gets the cheese, you don't get the rat. So anyway, it's the point. So I've been fishing at different types of lures, a variety of lures, seasons, such different place like here, this inlet, this part from a bridge, from a trampoline, with a floater, with a spool, from a boat, and winter, fall, even like winter fish would have like a hole and okay. So it's like all kinds of seasons throughout the years, different places, different methods, different lures, never caught anything, okay, never caught anything. The only time we caught something where there was another guy who lived in the village that put like a trap to, like a fish trap, like a little cage. And we as kids went and like looted and got like a fish out of it. to my memory. Like you got a fish out of it, like got a fish, okay. So okay, so it's like if he's watching this, he's still like, I kind of knew it or something like this. So I don't know, but it's a point. Sorry to allude your trap there, okay. So most likely this is not like the type when people are doing this to survive, okay. It's like for lords or like to have something for dinner, like more of a hobby than a survival thing that people put like traps. So here's the point. Yeah, so I fished that lake all around, different seasons, different lures. Uh, Never caught anything. After I became a Christian, and now I had prayer as a weapon. And a few prayers I prayed about, and they came to pass. And it's like now I'm like I can pray about things that come to pass. And I had a Vespa, which my mom had bought me, which was a good gift, which was a liberty. So, and now she was ought to be like, hey, I can give you a ride to town if you need to go to town or something like this. You need to go to the library or meet a buddy. I can drive you there. But still, she bought a Vespa for me, so I had some freedom. I can go. Hey, mom, I'm going to the corner store, and it's like 10 kilometers. Okay, I don't have to ask her all the time. Can you ride? So anyway, I had a Vespa, like a moped, and a fishing supply. I think this was after my stepfather had died actually, and he had left like his fishing kit in the garage at the basement, the ground level. And I prayed to God that it's like I'm gonna go fishing, and I prayed to God I have to get a fish. See, so I get up my Vespa and I drive on the motorbike. And it's like what 400 meters down, half a kilometer maybe down to the lake. So I'm praying on the way down. It's like God, I pray me help me catch a fish, like a big fish, as big as possible. Catch a fish quickly, and like a big fish. So I've never caught fish before, and I'm praying and I think that I can actually get this. I'm not just getting a fish, but I pray I have to get a fish, like a big fish. And I go down. I had the fishing kit. I go up to the hill, and I cast out. And it was remarkable how fast I caught a fish. It was like the second or third throw, but I wasn't there for even 30 minutes fishing. Like for my memory, within 3 minutes to start to fish, I caught a fish. I just here throw it out, and then it caught, and then you get out. It's a big fish, meaning not like a huge one. But for me, it's never caught any fish. I might think that this felt like a big fish, but it was maybe 40, 60 centimeters, like a big fish. To me, that was a big fish, biggest fish I ever caught. And once again, after becoming Christian, and it's like the basin, it's like I've lived in this village, fished all around, they tried it with the boats, different lures, different seasons, different spots, fishing spots, never caught anything. After becoming a Christian, I'm like excited about God can help out with this. I gotta pray, catch a fish, go down fishing, gotta pray, catch a fish, a big one, go down, throw out, catch a fish. And I'm like overdoing, I got a fish, understand? And it's like within 3 minutes of the fish. And I would think that it was like the second or third cast that I caught it. Within minutes. It was like, oh, I'm waiting here for a long time. No, it's just a throw out. And it's like the third or the second or third throw, maybe I caught a fish. That's another prayer report. Like another thing that I remember is I'm tattooed in my brain about shortly after becoming a Christian, it's an answered prayer that I had. And then the one where I broke the punching power record, which is typifying Samson, who by faith, see. So after I got saved, I started having faith and praying about things. Praying to God that I get stronger, faster, stay strong and fast. I'm 36 now. I've been going through the persecution, gang stalking, working to weaken my body and mind. And I've stayed with a six-pack. Oh, but the cortisol is a stress weapon. Cortisol leads to muscle wasting because it hurts your hormones. So how it's supposed to affect you, a big part of the target persecution program, the stress weapon, cortisol is a stress weapon. The natural outcome in the average person taught with this, just the narcissistic abuse, like the constant harassment, people working to trigger you and trigger fight-flight mode activation, stress you out. You'd expect high cortisol, testosterone going down, and like leading to muscle wasting, and getting fat, as I said this. I've stayed ripped with a six-pack, despite all this. And it's not just physical, psychological, it's physical target too. So, yeah, God is powerful, and I serve a mighty God. And God doesn't want people to be weak. Some Christians go, well, God can only use people that are weak. Something. No, God can take people that have weakness and make them strong. Okay? So, vice around in fight, turn to fight the armies of the aliens, stop the mouth of lions. subdued kingdoms. So here's the point. After becoming a Christian, I prayed to God, and I'm still living right in those prayers. I pray to God to get stronger and faster and better at fighting. I've been getting better at fighting, stronger and faster. And like I said before, I talked in my previous stream about, I think that was my first like street fight, and it's fight another kid. I punched in the mouth once, and that's the end of the fight. I punched in the mouth once, and that took the bullying, the fight out of it. And now before that, I had some training, solo training. I had some solo training where I was a kid, and my mom and dad bought me a kid's punching bag for my room. Like maybe when I was 5, 6, something like this, 5, 6 or about. And they gave me a kid's punching bag for my room. And the theme was American flag, so it was an American flag, kid-sized punching bag. And like the gloves were also like the red, white, and blue, so like the American flag. And and leather, I think it was real leather, stuff like that. And I'd be hitting it in my room. And it's also one of these things where, as I was a kid with ADHD, with autism, they say I would have meltdowns and stuff. So I would get like in the mood and get like act out and stuff like this. So I told my mom, hey, go hit the punching bag. You know how people go hit a pillow or something like this. That's the kids. They do like the mad, take 10 deep breaths if that doesn't work. And I took 10 deep breaths, did mad, mom, like just punch a pillow or something like this. So it's okay. Now that's the high level punching pillow. You got like a punching bag. So I have been thrown punches before. So possibly that helped me to connect well with my punch there. So anyways, the point. Yeah, I'm a Christian warrior. A lot of Christians and Christian sisters, they live in defeated, disempowered lives. They can't make videos like me, where it's like I used to have panic attacks, kill myself, pray to God, I kill myself. I used to suffer from asthma attacks, kill myself. I broke a punching power record, praying to God that God help me. I pray to God to get stronger and faster. And one of the ways where I stand out, I can make pros like Sugar Sean Metal look better. It makes a video bragging about his hand speed, or Tony Jeffries, boxing coach, on Instagram. Amazing hand speed, look at this. And I make a video the same hour, being at least as fast as him. So that's one of the metrics where I stand up my speed, see. Which something I pray to God about, that I get stronger and faster, help me to stay strong and fast. And I stay strong and fast unto this day. So God has been with me, He's been helping me out. And I'm going to heaven when I die, which is why I don't have to be afraid either. What time is it? 2019. So I'm gonna do practice steel cap shoe fighting. And I train it with these training shoes sometimes. Now it's good, and I also like to practice with the actual steel cap shoes. So this is the training shoes, this is steel cap shoe fighting. And normally my Thai kicks, this kicking up like that, like this. With the shin bone, impact with this shin bone. It's like a traditional way to kick. So with the steel cap shoe fighting system I've been working on, it's the same kicks pretty much. 95% the same technique as Muay Thai kickboxing kicks. Only instead of kicking with the shin bone, I'm kicking with the toe. So as you can see, it's the same bone dynamics. If I go here, is the same kick for steel cap shoe fighting. Only the distance, the range changes. So from here, same kick. Impact with the shin. Same kick, different range, I'm impacting with the toes. This is steel cap shoe fighting. Here's another kick for steel cap shoe fighting. It's kicking under the chin. So I call it aftercap kick. Here we go. See, and I'm hitting under the chin or to the front of the chin here. Now, I get the actual steel cap shoes. Don't try this at home. So these that's a steel cap. So it's a martial arts steel cap shoe fighting, which means you can kick in ways that wouldn't be that effective without the steel caps. They wouldn't be as effective for sure. To the rib cage. Don't try this at home. Target the rib cage. And with a normal kick with the shin bone. Here in the arm here is a block of the kick, or if the arm is here, hitting here. Now with this, I can hit in between the guard, in front of the arm or behind it. This is steel cap shoe fight. Target to the shin bones and the knees, prime target shots. Shin, knee. And with the raised leg, the shin is here. Targets also groin, shin, knee, rib cage, left side of the body, especially rib cage and liver, also here. And then the regular thigh kicks, where I'm straight or kicking up here, like a peep or push kick. Augmented for that is pendular more, where I'm throwing it like this. See there, where I'm kicking like this. It's almost the same as this kick or this thigh kick. I'm kicking up here. Now only I'm kicking more like this. Now you have to have the right fit of shoes. Don't just strap on stick up shoes, start kicking things, you can hurt your feet. You have to have the right fit of the shoes. And I find it easy to be accurate and effective by launching these kicks from a check position, from a raised leg position. So I can kick from the bottom here, just straight up like this. Now it's easy to hit to be more effective if I raise the leg first, and that's more up. This is still cut street fighting. And as I move off the center line, the natural kick to throw becomes this, similar to low kick. So from here, see, as I step off the center line and up to the side of the target zone, the natural kick to throw, this is more natural, similar to tie low kick. Whereas from here, these type of kick work well. You can do same kick, same leg, double kicks. Straight. I'll do full rotation to straight. Switch now to the right. And then here, off the center line. From here, being off the center line from my target zone to the side. So from here, this kick is very natural. So either this or the power right. As I move off the center line to here, this kick flows naturally from the side. And it can be all the way from here to here, to here, hitting hard, rib cage, see, left side of the body especially doable because you don't just hit the rib cage, you have the lever. So from here, and pretty much anywhere you hit, it's a bad place to be hit. Gonna end this start part 3.